Today, I choose my inner peace over outside opinions. Today, I respect myself, and that is enough. Let that line settle inside you. Breathe into it. And let's begin. We've all been there, talking in a room where no one hears us, offering our best ideas and getting passed over, being judged before we even finish speaking. Disrespect doesn't always scream. Sometimes it comes in whispers, raised eyebrows, or subtle tones. But no matter how it shows up, it always leaves a mark. Until we choose something higher. The Stoics understood this deeply. They didn't teach us how to change others. They taught us how to rise above without losing ourselves. And that's what this is about, learning how to respond, not with noise, not with revenge, but with clarity, power, and dignity. Today, I want to walk you through 5 Stoic ways to handle people who don't respect you, not as a defense, but as a transformation. Each of these isn't just a tactic. It's a return to your center. Let's walk together. It begins in stillness. The first step when someone disrespects you isn't speaking louder. It's choosing not to react. The world thrives on drama. We're told if we don't defend ourselves instantly, we've lost. But the Stoics knew the opposite. Silence can be the most disarming answer. It's not absence, it's poise. Keanu Reeves lives this truth. He's been insulted, misunderstood, labeled. But he doesn't react. He listens. He smiles. He carries on. Not out of weakness, but because he knows who he is. There's strength in that kind of stillness. Marta, a businesswoman in Texas, used to defend every decision, her startup, her choices, her motherhood. Until one day, she stopped explaining and simply let her work speak. That changed everything. So the next time someone throws shade or disrespects you, do this. Breathe. Make eye contact. Say nothing. Because silence isn't retreat. It's a declaration. I don't lower myself to fight where I've already won. And then there's the urge to explain. To say, here's why I did what I did. To try and be understood. But the truth is, you don't need to be. Not by everyone. Not by people who refuse to meet you where you are. The Stoics said, if you know the path, walk it. Don't stop for every doubter. David, a retired Army vet in Florida, left his city life to start a quiet farm. People questioned him. Why give up success? Why isolate? He used to justify his choices. Now he simply says, this is where I grow. You don't owe anyone your why. Your life is not an open case file. And more importantly, constant explanation breeds anxiety. It traps you in the loop of needing approval. And you don't need it. You need peace. You need alignment. So when someone presses you for reasons, offer this instead. This choice reflects my values. And that's enough. Let them wonder. Let your life show them more than your words ever could. Still, even boundaries need action. Sometimes we think we're being kind by staying. By giving people access to us, even when they repeatedly cross the line. But kindness without limits becomes self-betrayal. The Stoics taught non-reactivity, but they also taught withdrawal. Not in anger, but in sacred self-preservation. Oprah Winfrey often speaks of how she learned to protect her energy, not by shutting people out with hate, but by stepping back with wisdom. Luis, a barista in Denver, served a customer who regularly belittled him. He smiled through it, took it in, until one day he requested a shift change. He didn't fight. He didn't explain. He just walked away. That's emotional distance. That's strength. You don't owe your presence to those who disrespect your essence. Look around your life. Where are you overextending? Where are you letting energy vampires live rent-free in your spirit? Begin creating space, quietly, calmly, not to punish them, to protect you. That too is Stoic grace. And then comes the hardest part. Walking in integrity even when no one claps for it. You see, people will always test your values, mock your dreams, challenge your direction. That's life. But how you respond determines who you become. Denzel Washington once said, "I'd rather walk alone in truth than be surrounded by applause in illusion." That's stoicism. That's courage. Aisha, a single mother from Georgia, poured her heart into making faith-based jewelry. People laughed, said it wasn't practical, but her values were her compass. And slowly, that compass led her to customers who resonated. Today, her store ships nationwide. What about you? What values guide you? Write down your top 3. Don't choose fancy words. Choose truths that burn inside you. Let them guide every word, every decision. When someone disrespects you, ask, does defending this align with who I am, or am I just reacting out of fear? And if the answer is fear, return to your values. There's safety there. Finally, the way you carry yourself speaks louder than any argument. You can say all the right things, set all the boundaries, live your values, but if your presence is filled with self-doubt, people will feel it. You teach the world how to treat you by how you treat yourself. LeBron James doesn't dominate just with talent. He walks with awareness, speaks with control, moves with purpose. That presence demands respect. And you have it too. It starts with your posture, your tone, your eyes, your stillness. Try this. Record yourself speaking about what you believe in. Then watch, not to judge, to align. Because the more you stand in yourself, the less you need anyone to stand with you. Respect begins within. And when you carry it sincerely, consistently, others adjust around it. You don't have to ask for it. You just have to embody it. So where does this all leave us? Silence, clarity, distance, integrity, presence. This is not a checklist. It's a way of being. A way of walking through the world that says, I may not control how you treat me, but I completely control how I carry myself. And that is freedom. If something in this resonated with you, share it. Send it to someone who's tired of being unseen, unheard, or invalidated. Maybe today is their wake-up moment. Maybe it's yours too. Thank you for walking this road with me. Thank you for respecting yourself enough to learn, to grow, to stay. And remember, you don't need to shout to be powerful. You just need to be rooted, Stay stoic. Stay true. You've got this.